يجب أن تسقط وستسقط إن شاء الله.
The world is watching. The Middle East is at a tipping point. Tel Aviv is under attack, and this time, it's not a warning, it's war. In a shocking escalation, Iran has fired more than 150 ballistic missiles at Israel. 7 of those missiles struck Tel Aviv, including one dangerously close to the Israeli Defense Force headquarters. This wasn't just a show of power, it was direct retaliation. Earlier that same day, Israel launched its most aggressive military operation in decades. They called it Operation Rising Lion. Around 200 Israeli fighter jets took off in the early hours of Friday morning, flying deep into Iranian airspace. Their mission? To strike at the heart of Iran's nuclear program. The targets included Natanz, Iran's key uranium enrichment facility, Fordo and Isfahan, deeply buried underground nuclear sites, and the homes of Iran's top military leaders. Reports say Major General Mohammad Bagheri and IRGC Commander Hossein Salami were among those killed. But how did Israel pull off such a massive and precise attack? It turns out, Mossad agents were already inside Iran, feeding real-time coordinates to Israeli jets. They disabled radar systems, cleared entry pads, and even launched coordinated drone strikes from within Iranian territory. This wasn't just a strike, it was a surgical decapitation of Iran's military command. So what triggered this sudden explosion of violence? Just days earlier, the International Atomic Energy Agency passed a rare resolution. It declared Iran non-compliant with its nuclear commitments. IAEA investigators discovered 3 secret sites, all hiding undeclared nuclear activity. For Israel, this confirmed their worst fear, that Iran is racing toward nuclear weapons. According to recent intelligence, Iran has already enriched uranium to 60% purity. That's just a short leap away from weapons grade, 90%. And Israel has been warning the world about this for over 30 years. So, Prime Minister Netanyahu made his move. He called the strike preemptive, necessary, and justified. And now, Iran has responded. Over 150 missiles, more than 100 drones, launched directly at Israel in broad daylight. Most were intercepted, but some got through. For the first time since the Iran-Iraq War, 2 regional powers are openly at war. But here's what most people don't know. Israel and Iran were once allies. Back in the 1950s and 60s, Iran was one of the few Muslim-majority countries to quietly support Israel. Under the Shah, the 2 nations shared oil, technology, and intelligence. Mossad even worked closely with Iran's secret police. But the 1979 Islamic Revolution changed everything. Ayatollah Khomeini declared Israel an illegitimate Zionist state. Diplomatic ties were cut, and Iran began funding groups like Hezbollah, Hamas, and the Houthis, all openly hostile to Israel. For Israel, that was a turning point. By the 1990s, Iran's nuclear ambition had turned this cold conflict into a secret war. Cyber attacks, assassinations, sabotage, mostly in the shadows. Until now. This is no longer covert. This is a direct, high-stakes military conflict. And now, the world is scrambling. The United States says it was informed in advance, but insists Israel acted alone. Donald Trump claims he told Netanyahu not to launch the strike, wanting to negotiate peace instead. But Netanyahu refused. The U.S. has now moved naval fleets into the region. Britain and Gulf countries have warned commercial vessels to stay alert. The message is clear. Something big was coming. But no one expected this scale. So where does this all lead? Iran has cut off talks with the U.S. Israel says it will continue operations until the nuclear threat is eliminated. If diplomacy fails, this could spiral into regional war across Lebanon, Syria, and Iraq, disruption of global oil routes in the Strait of Hormuz, and possibly proxy involvement from Russia or China. This is not like Gaza. This is not like Lebanon. This is Iran, a powerful nation with long-range missiles and military allies, and Israel will not stop unless Iran's nuclear program is completely dismantled. We are standing on the edge of something much bigger. The question now is, will the international community step in to stop it, or are we about to witness a full-scale war unlike anything we've seen in decades? Let us know what you think in the comments. Is this a justified defense or the start of something much worse? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep analysis on global affairs.